Hi, greetings and salutations again. This is Peter. I'm back with a new show and tell. And this time we're going to be having a look at an Edox Hydrosub automatic date. Now, this is a pretty cool watch. Okay, let's have some stats on it first and then we'll have a general chat about it later. Edox is a Swiss-based company that was founded in 1884. Now, the word Edox apparently means hour in ancient Greek. They started off producing pocket watches and started making production of wristwatches in 1921. Edox were, they've made a lot of different watches, but the best known watches were made in the 1960s. There was a two main watches that were quite well known at the time. One was the Delphine and the Hydrosub. The latter was water resistant to 500 meters, which is quite a lot back in the 60s. So in 2014, Edox introduced the new Hydrosub automatic date, whose design was inspired by the 1965 model. And this is it. May I introduce you to the 2015 model. Okay, so there were made three versions of these. The two first were ordinary. Well, not ordinary. This is the orange model. They also have a blue model, where the master lock system is blue, and also I think the face. The third model was produced in just 350 pieces and was dedicated to the North Pole expedition of 2015, where Christian Redl, who is a world record holder in freediving, and photographer Marcus Fillinger reached the North Pole. Now, the whole plan was for Christian to be the first person in the world to freedive off the North Pole, and I think he actually managed to do that. Anyway, so this is not the North Pole version, although it does say North Pole on the back of it. We can have a look at that later. Let's have a look at it now. You see right up there with the little red thing by my finger, it says North Pole. So this is not the limited edition 350 piece. This is an ordinary automatic date thing. Okay. It has a 46 millimeter cushion case, 49 millimeters with the crown. The thickness of it is 14 millimeters. It has a sapphire crystal. It has a screw-down crown with double O-ring, and it obviously has its Edox master lock system. This, when you call something master lock system, it sounds really, really, like really advanced, but it is actually just a sort of a protective clasp that you pull aside, and then you push back again. Not rocket science, but again, Edox were the first to think of it and design it. So, let's give them credit where credit is due. It has a 22 millimeter bracelet, and the movement is a chronometer certified self-winding movement. It is their Edox caliber 80, which is based on an ETA 2824 and customized obviously for Edox. Okay, so that's the stats aside. Let's have a look at the watch itself and have a little chat about it. Right. My personal opinion of this watch is that it is a really, really cool, well-made watch. I mean, the whole feel of it. I know I say this a lot, and there are a lot of really cool, well-made watches out there. And I tend not to want to review any watches that I find crap. So, you're going to hear me say that a lot. But no, this is really well done. It's a beautiful watch. It just, reeks of quality. The bracelet is well made. It's sturdy. It feels right. It has an awesome clasp. Just one of those things, that's definitely made for Edox. Also, well made quality. And it just has a beautiful sort of cushion design, sort of like one of the vintage Seikos, pin cushion case, I think they call it. And it has lots of small, very nice designs things on it. It's beautiful. It's well made, and you can hear that. Yeah, very nice, very tight. No wobble anywhere. There we go. There. Okay, so let's have a look at the master lock system. If my there you go. Please focus. There. Anyway, so as I said before, there's no there's no rocket science in this master lock system. It is just a push thing apart. But it does feel very, very well made. It just glides right into place, clicks firm. It's not gonna open without you actually pushing hard on it. Everything is polished and beautiful. It just feels really, really nice. So let's have a look at the case back. Again, I apologize if my phone won't focus, but there we are. A very, very beautiful picture of the map of the North Pole, and yeah, it's just very, very handsome. And it says Edox, and it tells you the number of the movement. Just very, very nice indeed. This is one, again, this is one of these. It's as I said before with the two other Edox reviews of Show&Tells I've done. These are not inexpensive watches, and this is up there. The price for this is probably something equivalent of a Seamaster 300 meters, like the Omega, and obviously this doesn't have the sort of recognition, or that an Omega Seamaster does, and that's both, a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is you don't automatically get the wow effect of people going, "Oh, that's an Omega, that must be an expensive watch," and all that. But then you do, on the other hand, that's in itself the good thing about it also. You get a unique watch that not a lot of people wear, and not a lot of people, automatically, recognize. And if somebody does recognize them, the guy knows his watches. Yeah, and so, I would say if I had this cash that I was ready to burn on a diver's watch in this price range. I'm not going to mention the price range. You can all go out and Google this watch, different countries, because this in Denmark is more expensive than it is in Germany, and it's going to be cheaper in the States or whatever. So it's different prices from different areas in the world. So mentioning the price of this is just not really worth it. But I would say that if one is thinking about going out and buying a diver's watch in this range, an Edox Hydro Sub is definitely a good watch for the money. And I think at the moment I don't own any Omegas. I think I would probably buy this instead of the Omega. Now I know that again, which one is better? Is it the Edox Caliber 80? A rebuilt ETA 28, 24, or Omega's movement? That's all sort of religious talk. But I think I might actually buy this one instead of an Omega, because it just has some, it has the quality of not being as mainstream as an Omega Seamaster. Now, if I were to say, would you buy this on a Megaplan Illusion? No, I'd go for the Planet Ocean. I just have a thing for those. I've had a couple of them, and I like the orange bezel and all that. But so I mean, it's just, I think, in many ways this watch is underrated because, well, first of all, you don't see a lot of them and you don't hear a lot about them. So And it is definitely up there with the other high-end, high-brand watches, most definitely. And it deserves to be more well known than it actually is. Oh dear, it's out of focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, it is a very, very nice watch. It's very handsome. And let's put it on my wrist. Now, it hasn't been sized, obviously, because this isn't my watch. It's a watch I've borrowed. So I'm not going to resize anything. It's a brand new watch, but I will slip it on my wrist here for a quick wrist shot. I apologize for the hairy arms. I am Greek after all, so that's how we look. But there we are. A wrist shot of it. Yeah. Although I haven't been able to find it anywhere, I have a suspicion that this is a coated glass. It does have that blue sort of tinge on it when you turn it around. It's definitely not anti-reflective because it reflects a lot. But yeah, there it is. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Edox Hydrosub Automatic Date. A sort of homage to their older Hydrosub model from 1965. And an extremely well-made, beautiful watch. I think you'd probably agree with me on that. And with those last words, I would like to say thanks very much for listening to my rambles once again, and catch you on the next show and tell. By the way, if you like what I do, you're welcome to like and subscribe. And also welcome to send me comments. I'd like to say that I am dyslexic, so my answers to your comments will be quite short because it is a difficulty for me to write, especially in English, which isn't my first language. So if I answer you in short comments, please don't take that as me being facetious or stuck up. It's just a matter of me not being able to spell that well. So anyway, thanks very much, guys, and catch you in the next show and tell. Bye-bye.